fresh air. So many of us take it for granted, but a group of researchers say they'll be enjoying every deep breath tonight.
That's because for the last 4 months, they've been cooped up in a small dome, isolated on a Big Island lava flow, as if they were on the surface of Mars. KITV4's Justin Fujioka was there for their return to Earth today.
One by one, each of the 6 researchers stepped out of this 1,000-square-foot dome. To a cheering crowd of friends and colleagues waiting for them on the northern slope of Mauna Loa, in the thin air about 8,000 feet above sea level.
Deep breath.
Still, every breath, almost everything, so satisfying at the end of their 120-day mission.
Everything is so sharp.
And no, he's not talking about the rocky surface here, so similar to Mars. After their sensory overload,
It is so good. It was just like
a craving for fresh food, particularly fruits and vegetables. Ironic, since the main focus of this study was food.
The purpose of the study is really to try and figure out a way to handle menu fatigue for deep space travel. It's a problem that we also have on Earth, for example, in the military. That when people have to eat pre-prepared food for a very long time, they get sick and tired of it. They start eating less and their performance goes down.
They tried preparing food from ingredients with a long shelf life, like freeze-dried and dehydrated vegetables and meat. They say many of them tasted great and worked well.
Among my favorite cooked dishes was definitely Moroccan tagine, Russian borscht. We also made a kind of combination between enchilada and lasagna. Spanish dishes were pretty popular.
They say they didn't really care for the pre-prepared food, though, other than a few selections, primarily desserts.
The researchers agree that Kung Fu chicken was their least favorite dish. It's pretty much a dehydrated mix of items. They add some boiling water, and this is pretty much what you get. Let's try it.
Part of a creative lifestyle with a strict schedule. It's all on a list. Meetings, chores, even showers. One researcher opted to skip every shower to save water. Still, the best way to describe the smell inside the dome, stale, not stinky. But this lifestyle, not as stale as you may think.
Days in studies like this, in isolation studies like this, are very busy because you want to maximize the time to do as much science and research as you can. And apart from the food study, we also had personal research.
And it takes time putting on this 40-pound spacesuit every time you want to step outside for pleasure, exploration, or to check on your 500-gallon water supply, which was topped off twice a week. Back inside the dome, the kitchen and common area downstairs, tiny bedrooms upstairs, built on state land with $300,000 from the pocket of a man just interested on sustainable life on other planets, and leased by the project. A place where so much time was spent together.
we really were like family. We laughed and we just enjoyed each other's company, but we were also very professional and we got the job done. And you can't beat that. And it's bonds that will last a lifetime.
And this dome will be here for at least another 3 years. The project just got additional funding from NASA for another 4-month, an 8-month, and a 12-month expedition. On Mauna Loa, Justin Fujioka, KITV4 News.
They said they were like family. I'd imagine that you'd have to be if you can survive sitting next to someone who hasn't showered for 4 months. Now, Justin tells us that the researchers, they tried to make it as realistic as possible, so they created an 18-minute delay to communicate with the outside, so there was actually 36 minutes for a response.
And no land was disturbed here because the side of that dome was on an old quarry. So designers now working to power the bubble without using fossil fuels for those next 3 missions, and they are recruiting for those missions.
Yeah, let's sign up.
We have a link if you're interested to the Hawaii Space Exploration Analog and Simulation or High Seas project. Just go to the As Seen On section of KITV.com.
Some brave souls doing that hard work.
I think I take the shower, though.
Yeah.